Now, if you're after a cheap, affordable smartwatch, now is a great time to be alive, even though it's a pretty terrible time to be alive in pretty much every other respect. And that's because Chinese manufacturer Realme has just launched its very first smartwatch, imaginatively titled the Realme Watch, and it costs just 50 quid here in the UK, which is roughly the same as the price of a round of drinks in a wacky London wine bar. And not even a good round of drinks, I'm definitely not talking shots or anything like that. But the burning question is the Realme Watch actually any good? Is it actually worth those 5 crisp tenors? Well, I'm glad you asked, because I'm going to unbox it now, take you on a full tour of the hardware and the software, and then I'm going to magically zip forward in time a few days to let you know what I think of the performance, the battery life, and if there's any weird little quirks that are kind of off-putting. And for more on the latest greatest tech, please do plug, subscribe, and ding that notifications bell. Cheers. Now, first of all, as usual with Realme, you've got to love the bright yellow packaging. Very happy stuff indeed. And there it is, our first glimpse of the Realme Watch. Let's just pull this bad boy out and see what else you get in here. And it looks like very straightforward stuff indeed. So you've got a very simple little manual and basically your dock in order to actually charge up the Realme Watch when it needs a bit of power. And of course, there's no adapter actually bundled in the box. You'll have to provide your own, otherwise just plug that USB cable into any laptop or whatever you've got going, basically. All right, so now onto the fun part. Let's check out the actual watch. Now, even from just a casual glance at the Realme Watch, it certainly seems apparent that the design is inspired by the Apple Watch. You've got a very similar finish, nice square chassis, as you can see there. Perfectly level on the front, but just tapers off towards the edges for this lovely curved finish. However, unlike the Apple Watch, as you can quite clearly see there already, the display does not stretch edge to edge. There is a quite clear bezel surrounding it, so that's just one of the more affordable aspects of the design creeping in there. And the Realme Watch definitely feels very light indeed. It's 31 grams apparently, the actual chassis part minus the straps, so it certainly feels lighter than the Apple Watch. And as you can see there, you've got a glossy edging around here, and then just a bog standard plastic back. But apparently you do thankfully actually get a Gorilla Glass 3 coating here on the display to help protect it from everyday damage, so hopefully it won't be coated in little nicks and scratches after just a few days. And according to Realme, it's also fully IP68 water and dust resistant as well, which means you can happily rock it in the swimming pool, in the shower, wherever you want, no worries. So that's great to see, especially at this sort of price point. Now, you can only grab the Realme Watch in this black color. Unfortunately, there's no other color options available, and it comes as standard with these black silicone straps as well. But you can actually knock off the straps, as you can see there. They are fully detachable. Just pull these little pins around back, which I sometimes struggle with my complete lack of fingernails. I bite them far too often. And then you've got a choice of more colorful, vibrant straps that you can slap on there instead if you want to make it a bit more jazzy. Green, red, or blue are your 3 options right now. So I'm going to try out this lovely sort of mysterious green model. It's kind of like a forest green, I guess. See what that's like. And as you can see, while the black strap actually had your standard buckle style fastening technique, this has actually got a press stud, which is quite interesting. So something a bit different. Right, so I've got the Realme Watch slapped on my wrist, and now what you'll need to do is basically download the Realme Link app, which you can grab for free on the Google Play Store. And with that done, let's open it on up, agree to the T's and C's. You've got to register for a Realme account using either your email address or your phone number, and then you're basically good to start pairing. Now, it looks like it's instantly found the Realme Watch, so that was nice and easy. Hopefully the two will pair up, no worries. Confirm to the binding request. Excellent, that was easy. So fast forward a few days into the future, I've had the Realme Watch pressed against my flesh for that entire time, and this is what I think of it. So first up, with the connectivity, you've got Bluetooth 5.0 support here on the Realme Watch. Unfortunately, it seems to lose connection with my smartphone fairly often, and I'm using the Xperia 1 Mark II as well, so it's not exactly the kind of phone that's just shutting down apps in the background willy-nilly. I do notice occasionally suddenly I'll not have any notifications streaming to my watch. I'll go into the app and sure enough it's disconnected, so it then has to automatically reconnect. So slightly annoying, and obviously not the kind of thing you see from more premium smartwatches. And of course there's no Wi-Fi support here on the Realme Watch either, so you can't directly hook up to your internet and then have notifications coming in via that. You can't sign into your accounts on the watch or anything like that. It's literally just streaming them from your smartphone. But you know, the lack of features like Wi-Fi support, there's no NFC on here either, so you can't use it for contactless payment. That's the kind of stuff you have to come to terms with if you're only going to spend 50 quid on a smartwatch. I mean, what do you expect, the moon on a stick? Very few complaints though when it comes to that 1.4 inch touchscreen display. That 320 by 320 pixel resolution keeps everything nice and crisp, and it's reasonably colourful as well for a basic IPS screen. And I also found that thankfully it was perfectly responsive to my swipes and pokes as well. And you don't get any funky jazzy animations like you do in the likes of the Apple Watch, but it just works, and that's fine for me. The only real problem I had with the Realme Watch display is the fact that there's no auto brightness on here, but then that's the kind of feature you don't see on smartwatches twice or even 3 times the price, to be perfectly fair. And it's nice and easy to change the brightness. You can quickly toggle between a variety of different settings by swapping to this screen here. And if you jump into the Realme Watch's settings menu as well and go to general, you can go to display and brightness. You can actually set the exact percentage of brightness as well. And I found that on that top 100% brightness, it was just about bright enough to see on a really sunshiny day. I did have to squint occasionally to sort of check out the really small text, but it does the job. As for notifications, well, you can basically read a little bit of any email or messages that pop onto your phone, but you can't respond or archive them. All you can basically do is dismiss them on your watch. Although it's still really handy if you want to know whether it's worth actually yanking out your phone every time it buzzes. And the Realme Watch can also notify you whenever you're getting a phone call as well, if you indeed do actually ever get called by anyone on your smartphone. Alright, Grandad. But there your only option is to actually dismiss the call via the watch, otherwise you'll have to pull your phone out your pocket. There's no built-in mic or speaker on the watch, so obviously you can't take the call via the device itself. Again, moon on a stick. You've also got the ability to control your phone media via the Realme Watch as well. You can't actually download music onto the smartwatch itself and then listen via the watch. You have to listen via your phone. And it's pretty basic control. You can basically pause or play, you can skip a track, you can change the volume. I found it worked absolutely fine for some music streaming apps like Deezer, worked fine for Audible as well. Other apps like Google Podcasts it did not play well with. In fact, it just didn't play at all. It refused to acknowledge it was even doing anything. Now, you can also use the Realme Watch to remotely take a photo on your smartphone as well. And that works by basically sending a volume command to your smartphone. So as long as you can set the volume buttons to take a photo in your camera settings, then all good. This is going to be slightly awkward, but what you've got to do is tap the screen and it should take a photo. Oh, hell yeah, that's definitely a keeper. And if you swipe up the display here on the Realme Watch, you'll access all of the other apps and the built-in features. You can't unfortunately download any fresh apps onto the Realme Watch, but they can be updated via firmware updates, so maybe fresh features will be added in the future. As well as your fitness stuff, which I'll touch on in a sec. You've got full sleep tracking on there. You've got Find My Phone function, which I found just didn't work at all. You got meditation, which basically is exactly like the chill out features found on other smartwatches like the Apple Watch. Basically just tells you to inhale, exhale, just got an answer in the mail. And you've got an alarm, a stopwatch, a weather report, and then of course the settings. So a fairly basic setup, but again, 50 quid, moon, stick, etc. And there's no way of accessing your smartphone assistant via the watch because again, there's no built-in mic, so what would be the point? And when it comes to watch faces, it's got to be said, it's a pretty meager selection here on the Realme Watch. Unfortunately, there's only 12 that you can choose between right now here on the Realme Link app, and you can only have 6 of those synced up with the smartwatch at any one point as well. That said, I quite like this analog Casio style effort, mostly because I'm an old git and that just reminds me of being a youth. If you want to change it up at any point, you can just long press on that watch face and then flick between the other 5 that you have synced up on the watch at any given time. And you got a variety of stuff, you know, you got some analog, you got some digital, and some of them do give you a decent selection of information right there on the screen as well. Unfortunately, you can't actually customize any of these watch faces, again, as far as I can tell, to actually get different types of information there on the front. You're basically stuck with what you've got. So yeah, very limited for the watch faces compared with something like the Apple Watch, any Wear OS stuff, the Huawei Watches as well, but hopefully that'll again improve over time. And also there's no always on display option sadly here on the Realme Watch for whatever reason, but I found that the race to wake worked perfectly fine, always worked every time, so that's something at least. As far as the fitness tracking features go, well, basically the Realme Watch does everything you could hope for and expect. So you've got your step tracking on there. It's got a 24-hour heart rate monitor as well, which can monitor your pulse every 5 minutes on the dot. And you've even got a blood oxygen monitor on there as well. And the Realme Watch can even warn you if your pulse is too high or too low when you've just been sat around doing nothing, stuff like that. So yeah, it's definitely fully featured. And if you want to actually track a workout, well, you've got an option of 14 different exercises that you can track right here on the Realme Watch. Quite a limited selection with some random stuff thrown in there like table tennis and badminton. I found that for most of my stuff, I just ended up choosing elliptical and going for that. And while you're mid-sweat session as well, you can check your vital stats, including your current pulse, how many calories you've burned so far, and the duration of your workout. Just a quick tap of that button or by raising your wrist. Pretty basic as far as stats go, but you know what, that's the main stuff you'll need to know. And then when you're done, just push that button and you can just end your session right there. And all of your data is synced up with your smartphone via that Realme Link app as well. So over time, you can check out exactly how many steps you've been taking, how your pulse is doing, how well or how badly you've slept, all that kind of jazz. However, I did notice a couple of times on the Realme Watch that fitness tracking app just completely crashed mid-session without me even realizing it. So you get the end of a half-hour aerobics dance effort, something like that. Check your watch and oh, it's not actually recording any data anymore. Very very frustrating indeed. Hopefully just some silly little bug that'll be squashed in a firmware update very shortly. But you know what? I wasn't expecting much for the performance here on the Realme Watch. I think it's powered by a very low powered MediaTek chipset. But you know what? It does the job absolutely fine. As I mentioned before, there's no, funky animations that could potentially slow it down. It is more of a slideshow when you're swiping through the menus and everything, but it does the job absolutely fine. It's a responsive screen. Your apps load up pretty much straight away and it does the job. As for the battery life, again, it's quite a small battery packed inside the Realme Watch, certainly compared with a lot of other smartwatches, yet I've still found I got 4 full days of use from a charge, and that includes all of the features being switched on, including the raise to wake and all that kind of stuff, top brightness level as well. So you'll only have to charge it every sort of 3-4 days or so maximum, which isn't as good as the likes of the Huawei Watch, but it's much better than a lot of other smartwatches, including a lot of Wear OS watches and of course the Apple Watch. And if you do find that you forget to charge the Realme Watch, you're out and about and the battery's about to die, no worries at all. All you need to do is swipe this way, and then as you can see there, you've got a power saving mode that you can activate, and that'll just basically tell you the time, so at least you can still use it as a watch without obviously getting any of the notifications through or any of the other functionality. So that right there is my full review of the Realme Watch after using it for a good few days as my personal full-time smartwatch. And you know what, for 50 quid, it's pretty damn impressive. Yeah, sure, the functionality is quite limited compared with a lot of other smartwatches. And yeah, there's still a couple of silly little bugs in there that should hopefully be squashed really soon. But yeah, if you want that smartwatch form and the functionality as well for a very limited budget, job done. So if you've had the Realme Watch slapped on your wrist as well, or you've been using any other budget-friendly smartwatches, it'd be great to hear from you down in the comments below. Please do poke subscribe, ding that notifications bell, all that other YouTube jazz, and have yourselves a lovely week, people. Cheers, everyone. Love you.